This is BCN.
Ladies and gentlemen, the story you are about to see is true. The names have been changed to protect the innocent.
You're watching Bob Carroll's Trivia Time on Facebook.
From the city of 1,000 stars, Burbank, California.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Bob Carroll Show.
Yay! Here's Bob. That's right, that's it, you got him. It's show 183, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, Tom and Ed and Tom and Gen and then Rich. Two Toms here, Tom Gentile and Tom Gentle. Welcome to the show. There you go. And hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. It's trivia time, as it says right above me there. Trivia time, and it's the show that asks the musical question, what's with Facebook? This is what Facebook is all about. Just to have fun, to get rid of politics and all the nastiness that goes with it. Not a nasty bone in anybody's body here. We're all here to have fun. Terry Morgan just walked in. I'm glad of that. Okay. And I'm sure Joe will be here, and everybody else will show up. Dan and Patty, probably, maybe. I don't know. They love to have parties, and they love to clean their sun porch. There we go. All right. There we go. Welcome, every day. Good day for a what? Good. Yes, it's hump day. Hump day. Good day for that. Any day is good for all. It's hump day. There you go. Everybody's here, and I'm glad because today, I just want to tell you, yesterday, they set a land speed record out in Las Vegas. A car with a with a motor of 1,750 horsepower set a land speed record with a car for going, believe it or not, on Route 160. They closed off 7 miles of it. 7 miles. So he might have just been a jet. 331 miles an hour. 331 miles an hour. There you go. I guess he could stop on a dime. I don't know. Hopefully there was, you see roadkill a lot, but you don't know what's going to happen when somebody's going 331 miles an hour. We salute him, that guy. Unbelievable. So on we go with the show. Remember, no wagering. That's very important. And it's also good to remember points don't matter. Yesterday we had a tie with Jeffrey Allen and Robert Hale. Oh, don't forget to come here for show 200. Very special. I'm not going to announce it yet. Very special prize on the show 200. You never know what's going to happen. But as soon as I get the verification and the word and a picture of what we're going to be raffling off, we're going to have a raffle that day. So that'll be exciting. So if you're ready, so am I. Hands on your buzzards. Here's the first question. Oh, Jeffrey Allen just walked in. There you go. Jeffrey Allen just showed up. Good. He won yesterday with Robert Hale. Good. We were just talking about you, Jeffrey. It was all nice, all good. Not even Salt Flats? No, it wasn't. It was on a regular highway. They closed it down. How long will it take me to drive to L.A. at that speed from Massachusetts? I don't know. I don't think that car's available right now. And if it was, I know the cops wouldn't be able to get you. They'd have to track you with the GPS system. Here we go. How many Australian states are there? How many states are there in Australia? That's the first question. Let's go. We're running late already. No, we're not. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, does it? No. If you look on the Las Vegas Review-Journal, the newspaper online, you'll be able to see a little bit of the car. They didn't show how fast he was going, but they just showed the car. All right. Probably get here in 9 hours at 331 miles an hour, but there might be a traffic jam along the way. All right. How many Australian states are there? Rich says 5, and Tom says 14. Are any of those the right answer? We'll find out in just a minute. But first, these messages. All right. There you go. My pen was working overtime yesterday. My pencil, my BCN pencils. There you go. And today we got another green screen background quiz, so that'll be fun. Stick around for that. I'm having fun looking for stuff. All right. And Jeffrey Allen. We got everybody else's answers? That's close enough. All right, because there's only 5 people in here, and the thing keeps spinning around. What are you gonna do? It was 6. 6 was the right answer. All right. Is that the last question on there? Yeah. Okay. We'll move right along to the next question. I got questions I haven't used yet. All right. Here we go. Who played Maria in the film West Side Story? Maria, I once knew a girl with diarrhea. No, it's not. Who played Maria in the film West Side Story? All right. Ed says 10. You're a little late. It was 6, but that's okay. We accept all answers, except the bad ones. There we go. What do we got here? Who played Maria in West Side Story? All right. All right. All right. Just trying to stay awake. I get up in the middle of the night, about 4:30 in the morning, start thinking about this stuff. Rito Moreno? Or Moreno. It's Moreno. Rito Moreno. And Terry Morgan. Let's see what we got here. All right. Crazy, isn't it? Okay. What's he say? Okay. And Jeffrey Allen and Terry Morgan. And Ed Gardner. Well, look at this. Ed's pulling out though. He's got a win under his belt. We went out and got some testing done. Now we got to wait for the results. We get them done every 2 weeks so we can stay with the grandkids. They're coming over this weekend if we pass the test. I'm sure we will. We don't go anywhere. All right. Oh, hello. He's driving. B.J. Hickman. Drive carefully. Buckle up your seatbelt. Wear your mask. B.J. Hickman, ladies and gentlemen. He's passing through town. He's on his way through Londonderry. I don't know where the heck he is. Rita was the other one. That's right, it was. And it was Natalie Wood. Natalie Wood. What's the prize money in a horse race or a boxing match called? What's the prize money in a horse race or a boxing match called? And it's not a bribe. That's... BJ's driving and he's trying to watch the show at the same time. Don't do that, BJ. I just found out the company that I worked for, it's now completely gone. They sold the buildings, they auctioned off all their equipment. It's kind of a sad state of affairs, but they made millions at one time. And there you go. What do we got here? Oh, we got an answer. What is the prize called at a horse race or a boxing match? Let's see. It's kind of odd, isn't it, that they call it that? Okay. And, oh, Ed Gardner. There we go. Okay. Haven't heard from Mrs. Cavendish, so I don't know if she's coming in this week or not. I hope she does. I mean, it's Wednesday already. I don't know. We'll find out. We got it. It's purse. Purse was the right answer. Wife's allowance? Close enough. It's a purse. A purse is the right answer. Wow, look at all these questions I'm using up, and I haven't even started the show yet. Well, isn't that something? Well, our show today is brought to you by, believe it or not, magictricks.com. For the best magic tricks in the entire world, it's magictricks.com. You know, in this busy lifestyle, where's the camera? In this busy lifestyle, it's very hard to get to the hospital when you're having a baby. It is. But now you can lay aside all your worries, because now with our new product on the market today, you can just load it up onto an app with this brand new product called the Birthy Stick. Yes, that's right. When you're ready to give birth, you just contact the app. You hit the app switch on, and your doctor will just come online and help you through the birth process. There you go. It's Birthy Stick. Ask for it by name. Oh, he'll help you through it. Don't worry about it. Oh, Dan and Patty. There you go. Birthday stick. Give your own birth. With those worrisome doctors. What are we doing today for history? I don't know. Remember before we were doing circus trivia? Well, I got some leftovers. Oh, no, really? All right. We were talking about Ringling Brothers Circus. Big attraction it was. It certainly was. Where was the headquarters of Ringling Circus in the New England area in 1911? Most of the circus headquarters were headquarters in Wisconsin. But in 1911, where was the headquarters of Ringling Circus in the New England area in 1911? See if you can come up with the right answer. All right? In New England area, see if you can tell me where that was. I'd appreciate it. Let's see. All right? What do we got here? Anything? All right. 1911, New England area. All right? It's kind of famous now for that, but we'll see. All right? Dan's got an answer. Dan and Patty, ladies and gentlemen, are here. There we are. Connecticut. All right, I'll give it to you, Jerry. I'll give you the answer. Elvis Presley. Yeah. Anybody else got an answer? We got 8 people in here? Wow, it's crowded. Space out. Social distance, everybody. That's very important. Now they're opening everything. Copperfield's going back to work. Carrot Top's going back to work. I really don't need that. Norwood, Mass. Hartford, Connecticut. Yes, and David Copperfield starts November 6th. And then Rich Little's going back to the Tropicana. I know people were holding their breath to see if which was going to go first, Rich or the Tropicana. The Tropicana's for sale, too, by the way. So we got enough answers. It was Bridgeport, Connecticut. However, most of the circus was in Wisconsin. What year did Ringlings merge with Barnum and Bailey Circus? 1909, 1920, 1902, or 1915? See if you can come up with the right answer. I hope you do. Let's see if you do or not. All right? Cowabunga, Maine is where they... I don't know where it was. I think it was Bridgeport, Connecticut in 1911. That was their headquarters. And they started making big money when they started using the trains. Yeah. Thank you, Dan. Some of them came to your grandfather's house for Sunday dinner. Wow, that's good. 1909, 1920, 1902, or 1915? All right, which one was it? All right, did anybody get the answer? All right. Well, you just got to do what you got to do. Let's see, anybody? I think we got everybody's answer. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. It was 1909. 1909, it was the right answer. That was crazy. 1909. All right. See, I could have used that one for the horse race. All right. 1909 was the right answer. At the time, Ringlings were known as the wealthiest families in the U.S. John Ringling died with only $311 in his bank account. He spent a fortune on his lavish mansion and artwork worth $23.5 million. Irving Feld Organization bought the circus in the 60s, paid the heirs to the circus only $8 million for the entire circus. As for the closure, the Felds announced there was no one reason for the circus closure, but with the declining sales and mounting pressures from animal rights activists, they were 2 contributing factors. The final show for the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus was May 21st, 2017 at the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum on Long Island. Closing message by the ringmaster said, "We never say goodbye at the circus. My friends, we say, we'll see you on down the road." There you go. That's some circus trivia, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, isn't that nice? All right, there we got everybody. Some circus trivia. And that, my friends, is trivia. Wow. That's a little information, isn't it? Yes, remember the Hartford Circus fire? Yes. Little mind-blowing trivia. All right, this is a mind-blowing trivia from my great friend, Debbie Carroll. Know her, you love her, you can't live without her. Who's in the other room watching some other show. There you go. But what are you gonna do? All right, she'll watch the show later. She's seen what I look like. Don Carter was the first athlete to make $1 million endorsement deal. What sport did he play? Don Carter was the first athlete to get a $1 million endorsement deal. What sport did he play? And it's not an outdoor sport, not that I know of. Uh-oh. It's not an outdoor sport. It's an indoor sport, all right? If you know what I'm talking about. Maybe not, maybe you will. Don Carter. I remember that name. I used to watch him on TV when I was younger. And I went, wow, this guy's really good. Pole vaulting? No. I was a javelin catcher. It was one of my jobs. I used to catch the javelins. Bingo player. Who's a bingo player? That's why it's mind-blowing trivia. I could give you answers, but I'm not going to. Because people will come up with the answers whether they want to or not. All right? Wow. Somebody's doing wrestling, and that's crazy, isn't it? That's unbelievable. I don't get it, but there you go. It was, what was it? It was bowling, ladies and gentlemen. Bowling is the right answer. Isn't that crazy? Crazy is right. Ping pong? No, it was bowling. Bowling, let me cross that out. We'll never do that question again. All right. How many bones are babies born with? How many bones are babies born with? You know, we might have had this question before. It's way up there, but how many bones are a baby born with? And eventually they fuse together. But a baby, cat juggling, that's one of my favorites. How many bones is a baby born with? If you get it close, I'll give you the answer. All right? See if you can come up with something. We don't know if you will or not, but we'll see. All right, what do we got? Okay. How many Bud Lights? How many Bud Lights have you had? How many bones does a baby have when they're born? Oh, I'm gonna give it. If you get close, I'm gonna give it to you. I know they're all inside. Come on, what do you? I know they're not on the side. They say, I'll have a baby and some wings. No, and a bone. None, they're all inside. There you go. We got it? Is that it? That's close enough. It's, what is it? It's 300 bones, and eventually some of them fuse together to make less bones, because babies have more bones than an adult. Okay, here's the next question. The man who created the Eiffel Tower, his name was Eiffel. Did you know that? His name was Eiffel, the Eiffel Tower, that was named after him. He also designed what other famous landmark? What other famous landmark did Gustavus Eiffel create? All right, I'm going to give you that, Ed, just because you came in late. That's right, they have no kneecaps. I don't know. Dan says so. He's a scientist. He knows these things. I don't know. We'll see what happens. What's next on our agenda here? Do we have anything? Yeah, a couple things. You know, as I go around doing concentration, if you've seen the puzzle before, just be nice and just ignore it, because I'm old and I can't remember which ones I posted, which ones I have. Just say to yourself, I know this one, and just tell me. Just do it. All right? All right, what we got? Dan and Patty. No Robert Hale today and Jill? Oh, well, isn't that something? All right, what are you going to do? Who's won last? Okay, I see. All right. The Grand Canyon. That's right, Jonas. He built the Grand Canyon single-handedly. That's right, with a shovel. Hand shovel. There you go. It was a hand shovel. That's crazy, isn't it? All right, what else we got here? Anything? I think we got some more. What else? It was Statue of Liberty. Statue of Liberty. The Leaning Tower of Pisa. No, it wasn't. It was the Statue of Liberty. That's the right answer. That's crazy. And is that mind-blowing trivia? I think so. We've done enough. That's good. Patty, come on inside. It's time, Patty. We're doing concentration. Hurry up. Statue of Liberty, that was the right answer. All right, we're going to do this. You ready? I'm ready if you're ready. Okay, here we go. Let's see if you can come up with the right answer for this one. All ready? I think you will. Put a few minutes on the clock. See if you can come up with the right answer for this. All right? All right, let's see if anybody gets this one. I hope so. All right. I can't fool you guys. You guys are great. Unbelievable. I thought I would get you. Thought I would get you with that one, but I got Jonas, I guess. It's not a fence, Jonas. Come on. Got it? I think we got everybody. Probably not, Dan. I gotta fix it up. Because I didn't know it. If I can't figure it out, nobody else is gonna. But there you go. We'll see. It's the wall that Trump built. That's right. What is it? It's Walter Cronkite. There's Walter and Tire and Corn and Kite. Walter Cornkite. Does that make sense? I guess so. It's. You come up with something for Kron. It's not easy. Cronkite. There you go. I could not guess that one, Dan. Where's my camera? Where's my camera? I want to talk to Dan personally. Dan, Debbie and I sat here for 20 minutes, and I only got an hour show. So if I couldn't figure it out, I had no idea. But maybe other people will. I'll put it on and let them suffer. Let them figure it out. Okay? Let me do that. I'll do that. Okay? If I can find it, set it again, because I lose things in the mail. Well, we'll work on it. All right, we'll work on it. All right, what's the second one? We got any more? All right, I don't know. Okay, here's one. All right, here we go. All right, you could figure this one out. I think you can. Let's see what you got. All right. This is the new wall Trump built, not by himself, but. Now send me a hint. Send me the pictures over again. I think they might be on my phone. That's where I get all my emails. I don't get my phones on my. All right. See how easy this one was, Dan? Or Patty? See how easy that was? That's crazy, isn't it? That's unbelievable. All right. Oh, that was a good one. Never thought about that one. Spring Valley. All right, Tom. There we go. And Terry Morgan. Okay, we got everybody? I think so. It was Rusty Dusty Springfield. Rusty Dusty Springfield. There you go. Rusty Dusty Springfield. I only want to be with you. time now for Joe and Eddie's Jokes of the Week. Hey, wake up. Oh my gosh. I was talking to Eddie the other day and I asked him what kind of jobs have he had. He said he was trying to be a golfer, but he couldn't swing it. And he wanted to be a dentist, but he didn't have enough pull. He wanted to be a bank teller, but he didn't feel safe. Oh gosh. He wanted to be a tennis player, but he heard it was just a racket. Finally, he became a magician's accountant. A magician's accountant. I said, how'd that work out? He says, well, I find myself in the middle of ledger domain. Get out of here. You got a chance, get out. That's awful. Roses are red, violets are blue. I'm a schizophrenic, and so am I. What's an astronaut's favorite part of a computer? The space bar. Hey, do you think glass coffins will be a success? Remains to be seen. Hey, what lies at the bottom of the ocean and twitches? A nervous wreck. Oh, gosh, Joe and Eddie's Jokes of the Week.
It's trivia time with Bob Carroll. It's trivia time for you.
Alrighty, kids, we're somewhere in the world. Where in the world is Bob Carroll? I don't know. I don't know where in the world Jonas Kane is, but anyway, here we are, somewhere in the world. I'm not going to tell you where. I'll give you a hint. It's not in the United States. Okay, so there you go. And you have to tell me where I am in the world. I'll look out it this way. I'll look this way. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place, isn't it? It is. So we'll put a few seconds on the clock. And thanks for Joe and Eddie's Jokes of the Week. I know they're awful, but what are you going to do? Okay. Well, it does. You know, it does look like India, doesn't it? It does. It does look like a lot of places. It is. It is. There you go. That's the Sahara in Las Vegas. It could be. I don't know. And Jonas says Russia. Well, isn't that nice? There you go. Oh, sorry. There you go. All right. There you go. Where in the world am I? Sorry, I should have got closer to the mic. It's Trump House. There you go. I got it. Okay. Thank you. I turned it down for Jokes of the Week because I was just screaming, laughing. All right, what do we got? Anything? There we go. I don't know why. The microphone is so sensitive. Even though I'm close to it, I don't know why it's not loud. All right, got it? All right, got it. It's Moscow. It's Moscow. There you go. It is Moscow. It is Moscow. That's where we're all going to move to eventually. All right. I know that, Dan. I know we used that. We've done that puzzle before. I don't know if you remember, but we have. Debbie and I said yes. We used it with a clue was a car. The car was the clue was the last name. So we have done that one before, but I'll consider it. You know what? You can call me after the show. I'm not busy then. But all right. Well, that's not only just Russia or Moscow. It's Red Square, and this is behind me right there. That's a cathedral. It's not Winchester Cathedral. It's Basil Rathbone, Basil, St. Basil's. That's what it is. He wasn't a saint, but that's the way you say it. Basil. St. Basil's Cathedral. Ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-bum. You got that one right. Oh, yes. I know. It was. That's the way I say it.
You're watching Bob Carroll's Trivia Time on Facebook.
This is Houdiniopoly, a board game developed by a woman magician who has the Houdini Museum in Scranton. What is her name?
There we go. All right, so there you go. Have to. Trent's here, ladies and gentlemen. He stopped in to see what condition his condition was in. And let's get our answers in for Magic Minute. Thank you, Jeffrey Allen, for helping us out with that. All right, and what do we got? Oh, Dan Patty. Oh, Ed, look at this. Yes, I get it. Jonas? Wow. Can't fool you magicians out there, you old magicians. There you go. Or the young magicians. They all know their history of magic and Magic Minute. Jeffrey, want to chime in and give an answer? No, I think he knows the answer. He does. It was Dorothy Dietrich. Dorothy Dietrich was the right answer. She was in the 70s. She was on World's Greatest Escapes. I remember getting out of a straitjacket, hanging upside down from a pole way up above. I thought it was really amazing at that time, because there wasn't many female escape artists at that time. So you know who was in that? Who hosted that? Tony Curtis. I think Tony Curtis hosted that, because they also had a couple of people getting out of Steve Brubaker. He was another escape artist that he got out of handcuffs. They tied him to a car, and another car was ramming towards him. And so that was interesting. So, Trent, you got that one right. I'll put you down. Trent, thank you for coming in today. I know you're a busy guy with all your stuff that you do, so I appreciate you coming in to our big show every single day. And whenever you can get in. I know he's busy. He's working like crazy, isn't he? All right, yesterday we were doing some Star Spangled trivia, and I had some leftovers. Yes, they have the Magic Townhouse in New York. They did, and then they moved to Scranton, right on Main Street there. It's the Magic Museum, the Houdini Magic Museum. It's a beautiful little place. I've never been there. I've been near it a couple times, just couldn't stop. But yes, Working and Crazy. That's Trent. There you go. Working and Crazy, and he's busy all the time. If you see him on Zoom, go watch him. He's really good. I watched his Zoom performance. Excellent. All right, so here we go. Who was the 20th President of the United States? Was it Herbert Hoover, James Buchanan, Benjamin Harrison, or James Garfield? Who was the 20th President of the United States of America? So far, they're still united. We're going to change it just to the States of America. Thank you, Trent. I've got the bill right here. I'll send it to you. All right. Who was it? Who was the... Oh, somebody answered and answered. I thought we were playing trivia. I forgot we were playing trivia. I thought this was a free-for-all day. It's hump day. What's the difference? All right. I got just like 12 or 15 shows to go to 200. But who's keeping track? Jonas. I think everybody had enough time to look it up. We got it. We got it. It was Garfield. They put who's here? Oh, Terry, that's right. Oh, Joe's not here today. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I didn't see Joe come in. Well, all right, what are you going to do? Garfield, and Terry Morgan says Garfield the cat. We got it. Okay, good. Who succeeded James Garfield to become the 21st President of the United States? Really? This is all you got, Bob? It's close enough. Was it William McKinley, Franklin Pierce, Chester A. Arthur, and Calvin Coolidge? Okay. The 21st President of the United States. No, we're not doing the 22nd and the 3rd. We're doing all 45. You can do 46 if you want to. All right, who was it? William McKinley, Franklin Pierce, Chester A. Arthur, or Calvin Coolidge? Who was that? All right. What do we got? All right. I don't recognize any of these. I think they were all good presidents. In a scale of 1 to 10, I go, this guy took office September 19th, 1881. All right. Oh, Terry. Terry's got an answer to me? Okay. All right. We got Pierce. And what? Hello? McKinley. I got it was Chester A. Arthur. Chester A. Arthur was the right answer. All right. Hey, who was the only president to have married in the White House? This is it, right? So we got married in the White House, in the Blue Room, but as a matter of fact. Was it Grover Cleveland, George Washington, Jimmy Carter, or John Tyler? See if you can come up with that answer. Yeah, that would be good. That'd be a point or two. Jeffrey, am I allowed to... you send me the picture, Jeffrey, and then let me know when I can announce our big announcement. Okay. We'll talk later. Just talking to everybody individually now. All right? Who was the guy who got married in the White House? Only president to get married in the White House. All right? Let's see what we got. William McKinley. Oh, what was it? Grover Cleveland, George Washington, Jimmy Carter, and John Tyler. Okay? Okay, what do we get? Oh, Trent. I just saw his answer. I go, Trent here? Cleveland? See, some people give me the first name, somebody give me the last name, and I got to look twice to see who it is. It's crazy, but... And some people just think it's one of the Muppets. It was Grover Cleveland. Grover Cleveland was the right answer. Not the guy from Grover from the Muppets. All right, one more, and then we can rattle this off. Here we go. Who was the only person to serve as both the Chief Justice of the United States and as President? Was it John Quincy Adams, James K. Polk, Dwight Eisenhower, or William Howard Taft? The only person to be the Chief Justice of the United States and also the President. That's a really good question. It really is. I don't know where I get these from, but I'm happy that I do. All right, what do we got here? Anything? I gotta move along. I got so much show to do left. Anybody got something? I think so. All right. Ooh. Boy, Jonas is he's been studying up his trivia. I'll tell you that. All right. All right. Dan and Patty say D. Jeffrey Allen says D. Anybody else? What about Trent? Does Trent have an answer? We miss you here, Trent. We do. We think about you all the time. We talk about you behind your back, in front of your face. We don't care. But we know you're a busy guy. You got to work and you got to do what you got to do to put food on the table. You know? Lafty Tafty. What? Trent and Dafty Tafty. All right. You guys think a lot. Terry and Trent. There you go. We got it? Is that it? Yeah, that's it. I got everybody. William Howard Taft, ladies and gentlemen, the 10th Chief Justice and the 27th President of the United States. Is that it? Did we wrap it up? Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Tell me where in the world is
Jonas Kane.
I'm really in a pickle today. I'm trying to stay positive, but I'm trying to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I prefer to start with the jelly, but every time I try and put the jelly on, all I can find is the peanut butter everywhere I look. So I think, okay, I'll just break from tradition, break from my habit, and I'll start with the peanut butter. But then I try and put the peanut butter on, and all I can find is jelly everywhere I look. You know, I'm really in a jam.
Well, he's in a pickle, too. Jonas Kane. Jonas Kane. I'll tell you, if this show is any good, or we'd both be famous by now. All right. Dan Science Zone, that's right. And here is a question. The line between foreign and domestic cars blurred in 1982 when what Japanese company set up an assembly plant in Ohio? Was it Honda, Nissan, Toyota, or Mitsubishi? Which one of those was it that set up a plant in Ohio in 1982? It's a great routine. It is. That's the way the jelly rolls. There you go. He's in a jam now. All right. We only got a couple of these, and then we go on to our next big feature. All right, we got it. Okay. Remember, we passed the savings on to the next person if you won the last couple of days. Robert Hale got his $5 gift code and split. He wasn't coming back. He says, I'm going to use that and put it towards Southwest Airlines points. All right, what Toyota? Oh, Dan and Petty. All right. Tom Gentile. Ooh. There you go. And Ed Gardner. Wow. That's the way I should look at everything. I see everything. Terry Morgan. Yeah. See, you look on it's opposite. When I'm looking this way, the answers are there. When I'm looking over here, the music's over there. And in between, I'm right there. All right. Jeffrey Allen. There we go. It was Honda. Honda was the right answer. Honda. With more than 10,000 built, what is the most successful transport plane of all times? Was it Boeing 747, Concorde, the Douglas DC-3, or Boeing 707? With more than 10,000 built. The most successful transport plane of all times. Boeing 747, Concorde, Douglas DC-3, or Boeing 707. All right? Let's see what you can come up with. All right? I got to figure out where I am at this point. Let's see. Okay. I'm getting there. Oh, I know where I am now. Okay. What's the answer? More than 10,000 built, the most successful one of all times. Of course, if the answer's wrong, don't blame me, because I got it off the internet. And you know that's all fake news. Oh, okay. What do you got? Huh. I got Douglas DC-3. Douglas DC-3. I mean, there you go. Isn't that something? Oh, what are you going to do? Ah, well, that's Dan's science stuff for today, and I did the best I could with it. What am I going to do? I don't know.
You're watching Bob Carroll's Trivia Time on Facebook.
Oh, what are we going to do here? Oh, we'll do one of these. All right, we're going to do one of these. Let's see who it is. You got 60 seconds on the clock. See if you can come up with the right answer, all right? Who is this famous celebrity from the past or present? It's up to you to figure it out, all right? All right, let's go for it. Let's see what we got here, all right? All right. 60 seconds on the clock. I've been coming up with some more of these. Oh, Trent. You know what? That's pretty good. That's a good answer. It's wrong, but it's good. And Tom's got Robert Goulet. That's wrong, too. Wow. Isn't that something? You know who's going to get this? I don't know. I have no idea. Sonny Bono. That's right. You'd think it would be, huh? No. I think I fooled you on this one. I thought the eyes would give it away, but I always think the eyes would give it away. The hair, the mustache. The mustache, if you took away the mustache, maybe that would have probably guessed. Anybody else? Dick Van Patten. That was last week, Jonas. John Aston. Now there's a good guess. That's another good guess. Bill Henson. Who? The Air Club for Men guy. Jeffrey Allen. All right, that's enough. Let's stop the music. And I guess I fooled you, but maybe not. People don't remember as much. But here he is. The late, great Paul Winchell without Jerry Mahoney. People don't recognize him without Jerry, but there he is. Well, let's do one more. You ready? Okay, let's see. Maybe you'll get this one. Who's this famous celebrity from the past or future? Yeah, it could have been Dan Martin, because he had a mustache. But it was Paul Winchell. What are you going to do? Got to blame me for that one, I guess. Are we still on? This is a female, I'll give you that much. Very famous. In fact, the person has won more Oscars than any person ever. Yes, she won one way back in the 30s and then kept going on and on and on. You might know her because she was married to somebody very famous, and they worked together several times. Okay? Anybody? All right, well, I'll give it another second and see what happens. Oh, well, see. All right. Paul Winchell's daughter? No, it's not April Winchell, Trent. No, it's not April. Gee. No, I don't think so. And Dan and Patty. We got an answer. It was Katharine Hepburn. Katharine Hepburn. There you go. Katharine Hepburn. And Rich Gilbert just gets it in the wire. There you go. Because if you look really close, you can see it in her eyes. That's what I thought would give it away, because her eyes are very, very prominent. And, of course, there she is. the same picture together and separate, and then back again. Then you got separate, and then you get back again. And that's a bit, and that's a piece. A piece and a bit. A bit apiece. Here we go. What a time we're having, huh? By the way, this is going to be my backyard after Election Day. Debbie and I are thinking of moving to Moscow. How bad could it be? She's got Betty Davis's eyes. Next one will be Betty Davis. Thank you for helping me out. I need all the help I can get on these quiz shows. That's crazy, isn't it? Well, that's crazy.
It's trivia time with Bob Carroll.
All right, Jonas.
It's trivia time for you.
Guys everywhere, and he pays me $1 every time I play All right, put 60 seconds on the clock. I think you guys are going to like these puzzles. Here we go. It's hump day! Yeah, a 6-hour flight from just California here. I didn't think it was that far away, or I would have walked it. All right. Everybody's having a good day today. Tomorrow we got Blur's Day coming up. Yeah, we'll keep it on for a few more seconds, see what everybody's doing here. All right. Yeah, Terry Morgan. There we go. I think we got enough people. We got enough people? I think so. It is. What is it? It's Ace in the Hole. There's an Ace, A-C-E, Ace in the Hole, and Holy Lace. Holy Lace. Here's the next one. Good luck with this one. I think you'll get it. All right, let's see if you get it. I hope so. Let's go for it. Let's see what happens. All right. Let's do a little cha-cha to get us out of here. There we go. Oh, no. Here we go. Cha-cha. Olé. Who said that? Oh, good. Crazy, isn't it? Cold air. Thanks, Jonas. Got it? All right, Trent. I'm going to give it to you anyway. You're so close. It is. It is a little blurry. My eyes are getting blurry, too, from looking at it. All right. Ironside. What? No, it's not Raymond. Not. That's his brother, isn't it? Raymond Burr. Yes. All right. Aaron Burr. There you go. Terry Morgan. Good. All right. What do we got? Any more? I think so. There you go. We got it. It's Aaron Burr. Aaron Burr is the right answer. That's word puzzles, kids. Well, this show has flown by. It's unbelievable. Look what's behind me. You'll never guess in a million years. This was my magic shop in Las Vegas. I found it. This is the magic shop that me and my friend Wayne used to run in the middle of, it was in a place called Old Vegas out in Henderson, Nevada. And we had some beautiful, beautiful close-up cases. You can't really see them because they're down below, but we had some nice cases, some magic stuff up there. and then we also did shows in between. So that's our Las Vegas Magic Shop from many years ago, in the 70s, early 70s. No, 80, it was 80, 81, 82, 83. Our magic shop in Las Vegas. Whoa! It's time now for...
What the heck?
All right, we're going to Walmart for a while because we haven't been to Walmart for a while. And of course, when you're shopping, it's always good to bring your child with you. And, and there he is in the shopping cart. She's just happy. She's got her purse and her little ventriloquist puppet there. That's how you... Exactly. You got a kid, take him to Walmart, take him to Kmart. Doesn't really matter. Just put him in the cart and walk around. As long as he's smiling at you. See, Johnny. And you know what? What's going on in Walmart with people? Put on a shirt, for goodness sakes. Could you wear a shirt? That's all we ask. Put on some clothes, put on some pants, put on some shoes. Just do it. There's something wrong with that guy's body. I'm not sure. And you know what? Walmart, ladies and gentlemen, this is the craziest thing. In this department store, I've been in Walmart's, and I try to avoid it, but they do sell underwear. Put some underwear on. If you're going to the Walmart's, put some underwear on. I don't care what you do. Just put some underwear on. The guy's stealing watermelon.
What the heck?
Underwear on, for goodness sake.
Another lucky winner.
It's crazy.
Join Bob Carroll next time for more trivia on Facebook.
Y'all come back now, dear.
Wow, isn't that fun? It's been fun. Been a great day, hasn't it? It's been unbelievable. Thank you very much for coming in today. Who was here today? Well, it was Dan and Patty, ladies and gentlemen, out there in Ellington, Smellington, they call it that. Rich Gilbert, Tom and Ed, and Joe wasn't here today. We'll miss them. Maybe he'll come in tomorrow. Terry and Gary. Gary wasn't here either. Jonas, Michael Mirth wasn't here, but we give him a round of applause anyway. And Jeffrey and Trent, ladies and gentlemen, the busiest man in show business out there in the Carolinas. Yes, indeedy. And Mr. Magic himself, Trent the Magician, the crazy guy. All right, everybody showed up today. Guess who won today? We're going to give it to Rich Gilbert. Rich Gilbert gets a $5 gift code to magictricks.com, the best magic tricks in the entire world. That's crazy, isn't it? Unbelievable. Did you have a good time? I know I did. It's crazy, but the show has to go off. Yeah. We'll see you on Thursday. Thank you very much, everybody. We hope you enjoy it. Mask it up. Social distance. Remember, the virus doesn't move. People move the virus. Stay safe. Stay social distance. Until next time, America, we love you. Have a good day. And it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. I gotta go dance my wife away. My wife away? My life away, too. Bye-bye. It's time to go. I gotta back up. Really? Look how nice and clean it looks here. Bye. You all have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, if the creek don't rise. What does that mean? We don't even get a rain out here. It's crazy.
Welcome back now. Here.
Here we go. Stand by. Get ready. You son of a gun.
This is BCN.